Right, which we will know all this is going to happen. What manner of persons ought ye to be?
Just address him.
Go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
That's right, that's what you're supposed to be. All holy conversation and godliness, man. Because this place is going to be destroyed. So you need to be doing what is required of you. Proclaiming the truth. Getting right with the Most High.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
Like looking for and hastening. And we hasten the day, man. We want this thing to come quick. We don't want America to go any longer than it has to. What?
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
That's right. The new heavens and new earth is going to be established here on the earth, and our kingdom is going to be in the land of Israel. All right. Those so-called white people are going to be wiped out of the land of Israel. All right, and then we're going to be established, man. Everything's going to be good onto the nation of Israel. So that's the new heavens and new earth we look for, man. Not this corruptible society they call America. You got a precept? Oh, you said you had a precept, right, Paul?
Yeah. So, Zephaniah 1:7. So hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord God, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For he hath prepared a sacrifice, he hath also bid his guests. And it shall come to pass in that day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed in strange apparel.
Right. So that's the destruction of you people that are here in America, man.
14th verse. It's the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord.
That's right. It's near. It is near, and that's what we proclaim. It's close. All right? We don't proclaim that it's going to happen in a few years. We proclaim that it's coming close. All right. Get with it now. Go ahead.
It says the mighty man shall cry bitterly. The day of the Lord is wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
That's right. It's a day of trouble and distress. So like we read earlier, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. It's going to be stress to you people.
It said a day of wasteness and desolation.
Desolation.
A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness.
That's right.
A day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the towers. And I will bring distress upon the men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
That's right. So when the Lord really starts bringing these curses out, when the dollar ain't worth nothing, you lose your job. All right, and now you're living on the streets or whatever like that. The Lord ain't gonna come back. All right, and then save you. No, the Lord's gonna come in and bring those missiles. It's just gonna be a downward spiral, man. That's why it's gonna be darkness.
It says Zephaniah 1:18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
See that? So because gold ain't gonna be worth nothing. It's not gonna deliver you in the day of the Lord. So all you that are being wicked now, and then when the grace period of getting back with the Lord is gone, all that hell you are gonna catch. You're gonna catch all that hell, and then the Lord's gonna come back and then furthermore your destruction by consuming you with thermonuclear missiles.
Yep. But the whole land shall be devoured.
See, the whole land is gonna be devoured. You ain't gonna be able to hide from this destruction. All right, those that got your bunkers. All right, those that think they know how to build a nice tent out of leaves and rocks and trees, they ain't gonna save you, because the Lord's gonna devour the whole fucking all of America and in different parts of the world. And what's not, by the time that the Lord destroys America, the Lord's gonna have the elect risen up with spiritual powers to go and fuck up all the other countries.
It says, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a spitty a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
See, a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So all of you out here now that think that it's not going to come fast or whatever, when it finally comes, it's going to come quick. All right, it's going to be hell. And it's going to keep happening. It's going to be a trickling effect. The Lord is going to fuck you wicked people up. All right, unless you get right with the Lord. And the Lord has favor in you. Then He's going to take care of us. All right?
Yeah, if you're an Israelite, you believe that what we're coming with out of the scriptures is true, then you know that this message applies to you. Get yourself right, you know, and heed to the commandments. You know, look over the law, meditate on the law. You know, find out the things that you can keep. You know,
yeah, or
try to keep the other things to really, you know, your honest and sincere ability to do. You know,
our job is
and it's like, and then you know, learn the basics. You know, learn the different breakdowns, and if you can, join a camp. If you can't, start your own.
Precept. So John 8:31. Then Yahushua said to the Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed.
And you are my disciples indeed. Continuing on the word till the end.
John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's right. Make you free from what? From the world, man. Because you're serving the sin. Yeah. I mean, when you're in the world, man, you're bound by this wickedness, man. And until the Lord wakes you up, you know that's when you're out of this. That's when you're out of that mindset.
It says, John 8:51, verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my sayings, he shall never see death.
That's right. So we're keeping the Lord's saying. We're doing what is required of us. We're out here week and week, no matter what. All right, no matter who steps up to us. We stand here boldly, all right, and we proclaim the word.
It's John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice.
That's right. And we're following Yahushua. And then those that hear our word, they're ultimately following us, and then they're following Yahushua. So that's what we are fishers of men.
It's 1 Corinthians 11:1. It says, be ye followers of me, even as I am followers of Hamashiach.
Yep. So we're following Yahushua. Everything that we come out of it is of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Alright? Oh, this bitch gets ran the fuck over. Go ahead.
I don't think so.
You have a precept, Lamont? You got something? Alright, go ahead.
Sirach 35 verse 18. Start at 13. He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she poureth out her complaint.
Yep.
Doeth not the tears run down the widow's cheeks, and is not her cry against her that causes them to fall? He that serveth Yahweh by Shemel Shah shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
Yep.
The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds until it come nigh, he will not be comforted. Man, that's a cut to Queen of Heaven, man. Queen of the 2/3. It will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. Verse 18, for the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till he hath smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud and broken the scepter of the unrighteous.
And it says the prayers, man. We pray that the destruction comes, and we keep praying. Right? And the Lord hears our prayers. And we're gonna keep praying that, man. Keep proclaiming this word until it happens.
Till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of men according to their devices. Till he have judged the cause of his people, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Mercy is seasonable in time of affliction, as clouds of rains in the time of drought. Verse 10, give unto the Most High according as he have enriched thee, and as thou hast gotten, give with a cheerful eye.
Which we got this word from the Lord. All right. What?
For the Lord recompenseth and will give thee 7 times as much. Do not think to corrupt with gifts, for such he will not receive, and trust not to unrighteous sacrifices. For the Lord is judge, and with him is no respect of persons.
No respect of persons. So the Lord's gonna judge you, and the reward we're gonna get, man, is great. So we don't look at these earthly riches. We put that behind us.
Verse 3, to depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Most High.
Wait, what is this?
Sirach 35 verse 3. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Most High.
Right, departing from wickedness is pleasing to the Most High. All right, and that's what we all did. We put off that old man, put off those wicked things that we were doing. We were eating pork, we put it away. All right, as you should. All right, you need to put those wicked things away. All right, and then that's what shows is pleasing to the Lord. You're submitting yourself to the Lord.
Well, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, right? So you got to put those things off to come into this thing, for the Lord to open up your mind. Okay, so it can be renewed. That's the first step to this thing, is to submit yourself to the laws of the Most High. Acknowledge that there are things that you need to follow. All right.
And to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation.
To forsake righteousness is a propitiation. What's propitiation? It's obviously not something to do. Any precepts up there?
Yeah. It's Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Yep. That's what we're doing. We're gathering together, and we're a nation not desired. All right, we're looked at as spics, wetbacks, niggas.
Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Yeah, so get together now, man, before that destruction comes. You know, this is what you need to be doing in order to save your life.
It says, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. You know, we work within the Lord's judgment, man. We're the ones who tell you what's going to happen before it happens, right? We're the teachers. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Yep. Hid in the day of the Lord's anger. The Lord's going to protect us.
It's Romans 13 and 11. And knowing that knowing the time that it is now high time to awake out of sleep.
Yep. You people walking up and down these streets, man, are asleep. You don't have no care on what's getting ready to happen to you if you don't get up out of that sleepy mind, man.
Yeah, America's about to be put to the burning flame. America's going to be completely destroyed. You know?
Right, and we already read, but what's your matter of conversation? You shouldn't be thinking about that new car you want to get. Thinking about, oh, that new dress that just came out. The new Drake CD, I gotta buy it.
That new weed that came out.
Oh.
You got new drug or whatever.